Another day, another discussion around rezoning and infill at Edmonton City Hall. Neighbors living next to this multi-unit complex west of downtown say a move to limit the number of units in a home like this isn't enough.
The lot was subdivided and now there's 16 going up on what was once a single-family home. Nobody moves into a neighborhood expecting that could go up next door to them.
Neighbors living near this under construction 16-unit home in Crestwood, west of Edmonton's downtown, say it's an example of rezoning gone too far, and a potential change to cap the number of units on a mid-street development doesn't go far enough.
We've been talking to fire marshals, we've been talking to as many people as we can get to listen to us, and essentially what we're seeing is that if we have vehicles parked all along here, there isn't room for emergency services. And we have elderly neighbors.
Some of the folks I spoke to in Crestwood Thursday afternoon telling me they're not against infill housing in their neighborhood, living in a subdivided lot themselves, but rather want to see more thoughtful planning when it comes to infill housing in the middle of neighborhood streets.
I think lower income housing is great actually, but just strategically put it where it makes sense near the bus stops or the LRT, not in the middle of a mature neighborhood.
I reached out to the developer building this complex, but did not hear back in time for broadcast. It comes as Edmonton city leaders continue hearing from Edmontonians on potential rezoning changes at City Hall Thursday. But as council grapples with exactly what that development should look like, Edmonton's mayor says the city needs more housing, adding Edmonton needs to grow upwards, not outwards.
We have a 10% population growth over the last number of years, and those people need to live somewhere. Instead of living in suburban, sprawling areas that are costly to the environment and very expensive to maintain and provide services to.
But for those Edmontonians living in mature neighborhoods, they say this will impact how they vote in October's civic election.
I think a lot of us were very complacent in our democracy and who we voted for. We need to be actively engaged with our councillors, with the councillors that are running, with mayoral candidates. You need to ask them those questions.
Council debating the motion to limit the number of infill units late into Thursday afternoon. Reporting from Edmonton, Darcy Ropchan, City News.